Yeah, so as I was telling that we have a data set here, and the data set has multiple variables: gender, education level, region, income and expenditure of different individuals. In total we have around 1000 data points. Okay, 1000 rows or 1000 data points in total we have. Okay, now we are going to see the explanation of some Python libraries today. So we have dealt with this Python library, that is NumPy, in one of our classes. We have learned the use cases of NumPy and how to apply NumPy, the different properties of NumPy, okay, different codes of NumPy. Today what we are going to learn is Matplotlib. So Matplotlib is a very powerful Python library which is very useful for visualization of the data. Visualization of the data means suppose I want to find out the raw insights of the data by visualizing it. I can make a bar chart, I can make a histogram, I can make a pie plot, I can make a box plot, I can make a kernel density plot. So by this way we can visualize our data, that how it looks, what type of insights can be drawn from the data. So to make this type of visualizations, to make the pie charts, the bar plots, histograms, we can actually take the help of this very useful library that is called Matplotlib. Okay, so here I have assumed some things. I have assumed that in my data we have three categorical variable, that is A, B and C. We have three categorical variable, that is A, B and C. And we have two continuous variable or quantitative variable, that are D and E. And our data set is already loaded and name of the data frame is DF. So whatever code will be written in this PPT, which we will provide it to you, in that PPT you will find that all the codes will be written as DF our data frame and ABC and DE are the variable names. Okay, so now if I have to write any code in Python, I am here in the OneNote. If I have to write any code in Python, I have to install the libraries, I have to import the libraries. So we are going to learn the use case of the library called Matplotlib. So I have to import the library called Matplotlib, right? So what is the first thing that I will write in Python? I will write import Matplotlib, right? Am I right? I have to import the library Matplotlib, right?
Yes, sir.
By using this library, you can draw a bar chart, or you can create bar chart, you can create histogram, you can create pie chart, you can create box plot, you can create scatter plot. But how to do that, how to create all this, we will learn step by step. Okay, so the first line of code will be to import the Matplotlib. So let me write the first line of code, that is import Matplotlib, which is the library name. Now the exact name is import matplotlib.pyplot. And can we assign it a nickname? Obviously we can assign it a nickname. So to assign it a nickname, we have to use the word as, and after as you have to assign the nickname. By the nickname you can call the library and it will work for you. So I can give any nickname. I can give the nickname as Shayok, it will work. I can give the nickname as Dipto, it will work. This nickname is basically whatever by which you can call it. পরবর্তী লাইনে আমি যদি এটাকে শায়ক বলে ডাকি, এই matplotlib.pyplot লাইব্রেরিটা কাজ করবে। কেন? কারণ আমি ওটাকে শায়ক নামে স্টোর করেছি, শায়ক নিকনেম বা অ্যালাইস প্রোভাইড করেছি। ওকে, সো টুডে দ্য এন্টায়ার ক্লাস উই উইল টেক দ্য নিকনেম অফ শায়ক, আই উইল নট ইউজ PLT. So basically in general we use PLT, but today we are not going to use PLT, just to have some change in our test. So we have this data. So the first thing that I am going to do is to load the data, in Jupyter Notebook. So for that I will open the Jupyter Notebook, because before doing any type of visualization by Matplotlib, we have to load the data. So I am currently loading the data. To load the data, I have to open the Jupyter Notebook at first. So I am currently opening the Jupyter Notebook. It generally takes some time. So here let me show you the PPT as it is opening. By Matplotlib we can create bar chart. The code will be given here. I will show the code one by one. You can create multiple bar chart, you can create pie chart, you can create histogram, you can create box plot, you can create multiple box plots and scatter plots also, and line plot. So these are the numeric and categorical operations or numeric and categorical visualization that we can do with the help of Matplotlib, and all the codes are given here. Okay, so we will explain all these codes one by one. Yeah, so our Jupyter Notebook is open now. Now I will just upload the data. The data is here. P3 is the data set. I will just click on P3 and our data is imported. You can find here that yes, this p3.xlsx, this is the same data which was here, this data. Okay, so I am just exiting this data because we don't require it now. I will open a new notebook in Python 3, and after opening this new notebook, the first thing that I will do, I will import the libraries. Which two libraries are required? I will import three libraries now. One is NumPy, one is Pandas, and another one is matplotlib.pyplot. So I will import Pandas as PD. I will import NumPy as NP, and I will import matplotlib.pyplot as Shyok. So I will just run this code. Yeah, fine. Now yeah, we have to load the data, right? So how to load the data? To load the data, we have to give pd.readexcel. We all know this, right? How to load the data. As our data is Excel file, so we will give pd.readexcel. Then within a single bracket and a double quotation, you have to name your data. The name of our data is p3.xlsx. So I will just give p3.xlsx, a double quote and a bracket closed. Now should I store this data into a something? Should I store this data into something? I can give df. Okay, so df equals to, and if I run, our data is in df now. Now if I want to see the first 5 rows of my data and all the variables, I can use the head function. So I will give df.head, and all the 5 rows, first 5 rows of our data and information of all the variables is present. Okay, clear till this part? Now
Yes,
we have this. Now one more thing, that is df.info, that I want to tell you. That df.info is also a very powerful function in Python. df.info, let me just take it here. Yeah, df.info. df is the storage where our data is stored, and info is basically to see the information of the data. So you will get a information by using this information function or info function. You will get the information of your variables. Gender, not null or non-null. Non-null means it has values. So it has 1000 values in all the variables. Education level as well as region, income and expenditure. We all have 1000 non-null values. Non-null means it is full, it is not zero, it is not void, it is not null. Okay. Gender, data type, this is the data type. D type means data type. D type is object. Gender, object. Education is object. Income is object. Region is object. Income and expenditure are float 64. Can anyone explain why is it? Why gender and education and region is object but income and expenditure are float? Can anyone explain it? Because
So we can take values on income and expenditure.
no,
But gender.
it is telling you the data type of the variables. What is the values in gender, male or female? So are these any numeric values? Are these any integers? Are these any float?
No.
They are object. They are categories, right? So category is treated as object. They are words basically. They are words. বাংলায় আমরা এটাকে শব্দ বলি, right? So they are words. That's why it is object. In education level also the values are in word form. Graduate, secondary. These are letters. These are letters united or unified, and they are appearing as words. That's why it is object. Same for region. These are words. Rural, urban. These are words. Categories are words. That's why it is object. But in income we have float values. Float means point values, numeric point values. That's why it is float 64, and in expenditure also it is float 64. That means these are float values. Clear?
Float 64
No, it is just basically the code of Python. It is the way of showing. If it is integer, that means in the integer form. It is in integer form. And if it is float, that means it is in the float form or float 64. Suppose the values are 20 or 30 or 35, then that is integer because it doesn't have any point values. But if the values are in the form of 20.5 or 30.67 or 35.23, then these are float. Python shows is that float 64. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have it. Now we are going to use the Matplotlib library to create the visualization of our data. So what can be the first visualization that we can make? Now tell me, by a help of gender, can I make a bar chart that how many males and how many females are there in my data? Can I make a bar chart by gender? Yes or not? Anyone? Gender bar chart is created on which type of data?
Qualitative data.
Qualitative data. So is gender a qualitative data?
Yes.
So can we create bar chart by gender?
Yeah.
Very good. Can we create bar chart by education level?
Yeah.
Can we create bar chart on the variable called region? Can we create bar chart on income?
No, sir.
Then what can we create on income? What can be the very good, histogram. What can we create by expenditure?
Histogram.
Histogram. So if I want to create pie chart, on which variable can I create pie chart? Gender or education level or region or income or expenditure?
Gender, education, region.
Region. If I want to create a box plot, on which variable can I create a box plot?
Education and expenditure.
Box plot on education, how?
Because income and expenditure. Because income and expenditure are quantitative, consisting of quantitative data. So we can create box plots on those two.
Very good. So we have a proper idea now that on which variable what type of operation or what type of visualizations can be done. So now we are going to do the coding part and we are going to create those type of visualizations by using the library, that is matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, so let me go back. Yeah. Now I am going to write the code for you here, and we will understand the depth of the code as well. For the first couple of cases, I am going to write the code, but not for the all the cases I am going to write the code. Just for couple of instances in the beginning, I am going to explain the code for you. So at first we are going to take care of bar chart of any categorical variable. So we have 3 categorical variable in our data already. So we don't have any problem in creating any type of bar chart. So let us take the variable that is gender. We are going to create the bar chart of gender. Okay. So you have to create bar chart of any categorical variable in Python, you have to give the name of your dataset, and then you have to give the column name within a third bracket, the column on which you want to create the bar chart. You have to give the column name, the column on which you want to create the bar chart, and the column name should be given in a double quote, Then you have to give dot value counts. What it will do? It will value in case of gender, it will count the male and female. Value counts will basically count the male and female, that how many males are there in your data. Suppose 25 250 and males are 750. So value counts will basically count the number of categories, how many each categories are present in this column, how many each categories are present in this column will be counted and calculated by value counts. So that is what value counts will do. In case of gender, it will count how many male and how many female, as these two are the only categories of gender. So it will count how many male and how many female are there in the data. After value counts, you have to open a bracket and close a bracket, and then you have to use dot plot. Okay, and after writing dot plot, you have to just give within a bracket, you have to give kind kind equals to bar, that is you want a bar plot. Kind equals to bar within a single quotation, and you have to close it. So there are 3 parts of the code. First part is, by this first part you are giving the information of the variable, that this is the dataset name, this is the variable name upon which I want to do the operation. In the second part of the code, you are using value counts. What it does, this value counts is basically counting the categories. It is counting the categories within that categorical variable, that how many categories are there and how many numbers of those categories are present in the data, counting the categories. And in this third part, you are just telling your Python to plot the bar chart, It is just given to plot for the plotting part. Okay, now this is the breakdown of the command of the code of bar chart. The code of bar chart by pyplot.plt, this is the breakdown of this. Now as per our data, what is our dataset name? Can anyone tell? What is the name of our dataset? The name of our dataset, let me show you. Now tell me, what is the name of our dataset? Come on.
Sir, gender.
The gender is not the name of our dataset. I am asking about the name of our dataset. Our dataset is P3, but it is stored in the name of df. So what is the name of our dataset? It is df, right?
Yes.
Clear now?
Yes, sir.
So I can write here df. In the place of dataset I will write df. Then within a third bracket I have to give column name. What is our column name? Tell me. What is our column name? Gender. So I will just give gender. Then I will use value counts to count the categories of gender. So value counts. First bracket opened and closed. Then I will use the plotting. For plotting the bar chart I will use dot plot, and then this part is constant, plot kind equals to bar. So is this code easy or not?
Yes, sir.
So now this is the first line of code. Do you want, when you are creating the bar chart, it will look like this, right? A category for male and a category for female, right? But don't you want anything to be written on the x-axis? That x-axis should be written as male, female, or x-axis should be written as gender,
Yes, sir.
and y-axis should be written as what? It should be written as count or count of numbers or frequency, right? So do you want it to be written or not? We will obviously want it to be written. So that's why we have to use PLT, not PLT, we are not using PLT. Have I used PLT? No, I haven't. What was the name of the Matplotlib library that we have assigned? We have assigned it a name of Shyok, right? So we will write Shyok dot x level, and then within a bracket you have to give what you want to be written on the x-axis. What you want to be written on the x-axis. Similarly, for something to be written on the y-axis, just give Shyok dot y level, and then within a bracket and first quotation, first inverted comma, you have to give what you want on the y-axis. Okay. Do I want a beautiful title for my data, for my visualization, for my bar chart? A title here. In the title box it will be written that bar chart of gender. Do I want that? So for that we can use the Matplotlib library again. To use the Matplotlib library, we will call the Matplotlib library by itself, or we will call it by the name of Shyok. So we will call Shyok dot, now title, we will call it title, and then within the first bracket again you can give the title. Same, this is the title part. Now to see the entire visualization after the execution of all 4 lines of code, to see the entire visualization you have to again call the Matplotlib library. So to call the Matplotlib library we will again call by name of Shyok, and then we will just give show dot show, first bracket opened and closed. If you execute this code, your code will run. You will be able to see the result. You will be able to see the entire result of the bar chart. Okay. One male, one female category, and all the x-axis, y-axis will be shown. So whatever tools do we have, whatever parameters or tools do we have within the Matplotlib library? We have a tool called dot x label. We have a tool called dot y label. We have a tool called dot title, and we have a tool called dot show. Repeat with me. We have a tool of dot x label, dot y label, dot title, dot show. Shyok is nothing but the nickname or alias for matplotlib.pyplot. So within the matplotlib.pyplot we are using dot x label, dot y label, dot title, dot show to get the x label done, y label renaming done, title renaming done, and to see the visualization done. Clear? Clear now? So Can I now write the code? The code is already written here, so I just will copy. I have explained it to you, so I don't feel you have any problem about it now. Here we have used PLT, so I will just rename it as Shayok. Whatever I have done for you, all of this is written here. So what is the name of the variable? Name of the variable is gender. Let me see the gender. Gender, yeah. Be very precise with the cases. Gender, that means it should be in caps, and the first letter should be in caps and the other should be in small. Kind bar, X level. PLT is not our alias. Our alias for matplotlib.pyplot is Shayok, so we are going to use Shayok. Edit, undo. So our alias is Shayok. Then our again alias is Shayok. This is also Shayok. And this is also Shayok. Can you see the pie chart? Category A, sorry, it should not be category A. The x-axis or leveling of the x-axis should be gender. And the leveling of y-axis should be frequency. Let me just change it. I haven't changed it. Frequency. And bar chart of gender, it should be the title of our chart. Yeah. Now can you see it? Is this the same as we have discussed in the earlier section? From this, can we interpret that the females are little bit higherly present in the data than the males? So, is this part of code very difficult or it is easy? Is it very easy or very difficult? Moderate. Okay. Look, if I want bar chart, multiple bar chart, that is, I want the bar chart of two categorical variables. That is, I want the bar chart of gender, and also I want the bar chart of education. Okay, so in that case, what can we do? In that case, so I am not giving this X leveling and Y leveling currently. We will come to this part later. It's not required now. This first line is very important. So to do multiple bar charts, and multiple bar charts, that means bar chart of two variables, two categorical variables, we can use a function that is called cross tab. Cross tab is in the pandas. Let me just write this so that it becomes easier for you. Cross tab is basically a module within pandas. So cross tab. So if you have to call a module from pandas, should you call the pandas as first or not? If you have to call a module from pandas, should you call the pandas as first at first or not? So to call panda, what is the nickname or alias will you call? PD. So the code will be PD dot cross tab. This cross tab allows to see the visualization of multiple categorical variables. That is, you can do multiple bar charts. And within this cross tab, you have to just give the name of the variables. What is the name of the variable? The name of the variable in, what is the name of the variable? Gender and education, right? But just think, you are Python or you are Jupyter Notebook, and I have given this code, gender and education. I have given this code, pd.crosstab gender and education. Will you not ask that where to search this gender, where to search this education? Will you not ask this question? That where will I find this gender? Where will I find this education? Will you ask this question or not? So is it my responsibility or not to give the location of this variable also, that it is within the data set called df? Education is also within the data set called df. Should we give it or not? Is it correct or wrong? And the remaining part is exactly same that we have already done, that is plot and then kind equals to bar. Okay. By doing this you will find a multiple bar chart. So pd dot cross tab, and within a first bracket you have to assign the variable names. So what is the first variable name? It is the gender. So df gender. And what is the second variable that we want? We want education. So df education. Clear? And then dot plot kind equals to bar, it will be exactly same. And to see the visualization of the multiple bar chart, we will use Shayok.show, because Matplotlib is the library which will show you the visualization. The multiple stacked bar chart will be created by pd.crosstab, but to see the visualization you have to use Shayok.show, that is matplotlib.show. Okay, and if I run this code, key error. Why is key error? Education spelling is wrong. Why? Oh, it is education level. Sorry. Education underscore level. Now it will work. So can you find the multiple stacked multiple bar chart? What can you interpret from this beautiful multiple bar chart? Can you interpret from this beautiful multiple bar chart that in the females there are most number of females who have done secondary education, right? This is for the female. The first part is for the female. The blue color is for graduate. So how many females have done graduation? Around 125, right? Interpret this bar chart with me. How many females have done graduation? Tell.
125.
Around 125. Then how many females have done higher secondary education? Around 130 or 128. And how many females have done secondary education? 140. 140. Around 140, right? So this type of visualizations of two different categories can be done within same figure by using the Matplotlib library. Okay, and this is called multiple bar chart. So is it clear now? Is it clear? I'm not getting any responses. I don't think you guys are getting it or not. Are you guys getting it or not? Am I not being able to clear it? What happened? Sumit, Gulshanara, Aparna, Orpon, Mohua, Sushmita, Shreya.
স্যার ক্লিয়ার করতে পেরেছি স্যার, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই।
Okay. Now we will provide this entire codes to you and you can practice it. Here we have the code of multiple bar chart, then we have a code of pie chart as well. So in the case of pie chart, it is very easy code. I am just not explaining it from the concept. As you already know that pie chart can be used on categorical variables, right? So we can give a categorical variable that is gender, or you can give a category region. We haven't worked on region yet, so let me just give region as categorical variable. And again the dot value counts. Now Gulshanara, tell me what this dot value counts will do. What is the function of this dot value counts?
Sir, how many categories are there?
It will count the categories of the region. That is how many rural is there, how many semi-urban is there, and how many urban is there. Okay. Then this dot plot is again the same. What are we writing? What were we writing in the place of this pie in the earlier code? We are writing bar. So are you getting it now? After dot plot kind, you have to write pie here because you want a pie chart. If you want a bar chart, you will write a bar. Okay. This is basically a parameter that is to fix the radius of the pie. If you want to ignore it, you can currently ignore it and keep it till this part. plt.title is again the same thing. We haven't used plt. The matplotlib is used by the name of Shayok, so we will just use Shayok. So Shayok, and then for here also you will use Shayok, and then for here also you will use Shayok again. So I hope it is clear. In y leveling, what can we give? In y leveling, it is not required here. In the y, I don't feel it is required. Just give the title because we are doing pie chart here. So it is pie chart of region. So I will just give the title of pie chart of region and I will execute. Clear? Is it okay? The count is overacting, but it's okay, fine. So in this way we can make the pie chart. And to make histogram, tell me on which variable can we make histogram? Can we make a histogram on income?
Yes.
So to make a histogram, it is very simple in Python. You have to just mention the matplotlib, that is Shayok, and then you have to give dot hist. Histogram is very easy. Okay, dot hist, and within a first bracket you have to give two things. What? One is the name of the variable upon which you want to make the histogram, and another one is how many beans you want. You may want 20 beans. Beans are basically the blocks. Histogram has blocks, right? I mean, just let me show you. Histogram has blocks, continuous blocks like this, right? So you have to mention that how many blocks you want. You may want 10 blocks, you may want 20 blocks, 30 blocks. So you have to mention this, the beans. So the first thing that I have to mention is the variable name. The variable name is income. So I will just give df. Within a third bracket I have to give income. It should contain within a single quote, and I have to mention beans. So beans are basically 20. Beans are basically how much? We can give 20 or 10 also or 15 also, whatever you want to give, and you have to execute this code. But before execute this code, let me remove this extra space and let me write plt.show. plt is not present here. We are going to use shayok.show. Have you got the idea of the data? We can add x level and y level also. Due to paucity of time, I am not adding those things. You can add x leveling, that on the x axis we are willing to have income. You can give that. Okay, on the x axis you can give name income. On the y axis you can give frequency. That is optional. I mean, we can do that. Look, it is automatically changed. So can we see from this data that most of the people are having their income around 27,000 to 32,000. Almost 250 people are having their income around 27,000 to 32,000. So is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now in econometrics, this data kind of looks like normal distribution, not exactly, but yeah, in a way, to some extent. So that's it. Now we have done histogram also. The codes are given here. You can refer to this code of box plot also. And to do scatter plot, that is very important here. Let me just show the scatter plot. Scatter plot is also very simple. You have to call the library of Matplotlib. We have renamed the Matplotlib library as Shyok, so we will call Shyok. And then you have to give scatter. And within scatter, you have to just give two things: the name of the two variables. That's it. You have to just give the name of the two variables upon which you want to create the scatter plot. So tell me, upon which variables do you want to create the scatter plot? Income and expenditure. Very good, because scatter plot is always created upon the variables which are continuous in nature or which are quantitative in nature. Here we have only income and expenditure are continuous in nature, so we will create the scatter plot upon income and expenditure. So I will just give the name of the variable. Should I directly give the name of the variable income and expenditure? Will it work?
No. DF.
DF is the database name. So we have to give the database name where our database is stored, and then within DF we have to give the variable name. So our variable is income, and then you have to close it, and then you have to give the second variable name, that is expenditure. That's it. You can give x leveling, y leveling. In scatter plot it is required to give x leveling. I mean, not required, but it makes our visualization beautiful. So Shyok x level. What do you want in x leveling? Suppose I want in x level I want income. And in y level expenditure. You can give a title also. So for giving title, you have to call the library name, that is Shyok dot, you have to give title. So within the title you have to write scatter plot, whatever you can write anything what you want to write. So I am writing scatter plot of income and expenditure. Close it. And to see the visualization, to see all this code being executed, what we have to write in the last line? Tell me, what should we write in the last line? Very good. Shyok dot show. What a beautiful representation we have. It is a very good representation. What can we interpret from this data, from this scatter plot?
There is a nearly positive correlation between expenditure and income.
Yeah, there is a positive correlation between expenditure and income. And what else? Anyone else? Anything else?
বেশিরভাগ ইনকাম মানে আপনার ওই ইয়ের পায় 30,000 এর ওয়েবসাইটে 30,000 মোর দেন 30,000।
হ্যাঁ সেটা ঠিক, বাট আর কি ট্রেন্ড বুঝতে পারছো বা আর কোনো ইন্টারপ্রিটেশন?
এক্সপেন্ডিচার একটা মানে কনসেন্ট্রেশনের কাছাকাছি আছে, মানে 20,000 বা ওই
Okay. You can say this, but mostly যেটা তুমি ফার্স্টে বললে দ্যাট ইজ অ্যাবসলিউটলি কারেক্ট, দ্যাট দেয়ার ইজ আ পজিটিভ কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্ট আর পজিটিভ রিলেশন বিটুইন ইনকাম অ্যান্ড এক্সপেন্ডিচার। উই ক্যান সি ফ্রম দিস ডেটা যে ইনকাম যত বাড়ছে ততটাই কিন্তু এক্সপেন্ডিচারও তার সাথে সাথে বাড়ছে, অর্থাৎ মানুষ যত বেশি ইনকাম করছে তত তারা এক্সপেন্ডিচারের উপরে খরচটা বেশি করছে, রাইট? সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছো এটা? এই জিনিসটা সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছো, এই স্ক্যাটার প্লটটা, কোডটা এবং এর ইনটিউশনটা?
Yes, sir.
আমরা কি ক্যান উই ফাইন্ড আউট আ কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্ট হেয়ার, which is not the scope of the class, but still I am doing it because we can see from the results also. Correlation coefficient যদি find করতে হয়, you can just you have to give the name of the variables. What is the name of the variable? One is income, and then you have to give dot code CORR, and then you have to give another variable name. What is the another variable name? That is expenditure. So you have to give df and then expenditure. বোঝা গেল এই কোডটা? কি লিখলাম, ফার্স্টে ভ্যারিয়েবলটার নাম লিখলাম, তারপরে কোর লিখলাম, ডট কোর লিখলাম, আর একটা ভ্যারিয়েবলের নাম লিখে দিলাম। বোঝা গেল? খুব সিম্পল। এটা কি? একটা ভ্যারিয়েবলের নাম, আর এটা কি? আর একটা ভ্যারিয়েবলের নাম, মাঝখানে কি আছে? খালি ডট কোর। ওকে, কত দেখো কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্টের ভ্যালু 0.37, মানে a positive correlation, not a very good positive correlation coefficient, but a positive correlation coefficient. কেন ভেরি গুড কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্ট আসলো না বলো তো? ভেরি গুড মানে 0.85 বা 0.92 বা 0.36, 0. হ্যাঁ, কেন থাকলো না সেটাই বলছি। এই স্ক্যাটার প্লটটা দেখে কি বলতে পারবে যে কেন থাকলো না? এটাই তো ইকোনোমেট্রিক্স, বা এটাই তো সেই খেলাটা যেটা বুঝতে হবে তোমাদেরকে। এই গ্রাফটাকে ভালো করে অবজার্ভ করো। বেশিরভাগ পয়েন্ট যদি এই রিজিয়নের মধ্যে থাকতো তাহলে পজিটিভ কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্টটা স্ট্রং হতো, কিন্তু অনেক পয়েন্ট আছে যে পয়েন্টগুলো এই বাইরে ছড়িয়ে গেছে, যেগুলো স্ট্রং পজিটিভ কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্টটাকে স্ট্রং থাকতে দেয়নি। আছে একটা প্যাটার্ন, বাট এই পয়েন্টগুলো আলটিমেটলি পাওয়ারটাকে কমিয়ে দিয়েছে, কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্টের পাওয়ারটাকে কমিয়ে দিয়েছে, ভ্যালুটাকে 1 থেকে 10-এ নামিয়ে 0.37-এ নিয়ে চলে এসছে। যদি আমি এই পয়েন্টগুলোকে বাদ দিয়ে দিতে পারতাম এবং খালি এই পয়েন্টগুলোই ডেটাতে থাকতো, তুমি যদি কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্ট বের করতে, তুমি 0.80-র উপরে কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্ট পেতেই পেতে। কিন্তু এখন এই যে তলার পয়েন্টগুলো, এই তলার পয়েন্টগুলো হয়ে যাওয়ায় কি হয়েছে, এই পয়েন্টগুলো আলটিমেটলি খুব একটা হাই কোরিলেশন কোএফিসিয়েন্টের দিকে নিয়ে যেতে পারছে না ডেটাটাকে। বোঝা গেল? সো ইন দিস ওয়ে আমরা ম্যাটপ্লটলিব ইউজ করে ইউনিভ্যারিয়েট অ্যানালাইসিস করতে পারি, বাইভ্যারিয়েট অ্যানালাইসিস করতে পারি, মাল্টিভ্যারিয়েট অ্যানালাইসিস করতে পারি। এইটা কি অ্যানালাইসিস ছিল? এই যেখানে আমরা মাল্টিপল বার চার্ট করলাম, এটা কি ছিল? মাল্টিভ্যারিয়েট না ইউনিভ্যারিয়েট না বাইভ্যারিয়েট? বাইভ্যারিয়েট। মাল্টিভ্যারিয়েট কেন? দুটো ভ্যারিয়েবলের উপর অ্যানালাইসিস করেছি। এইটা কি অ্যানালাইসিস ছিল? স্ক্যাটার প্লট। বাইভ্যারিয়েট, ঠিক আছে। মাল্টিভ্যারিয়েটও করা যায়, বাট নট এক্সটেন্ডিং ইট রাইট নাও। ডিগ্রেশন ইজ অলসো টাইপ অফ মাল্টিভ্যারিয়েট, অ্যান্ড ভিজুয়ালাইজেশনের মধ্যে মাল্টিভ্যারিয়েট হয়, মাল্টিপল স্ট্যাকড বার চার্ট হয়, আরও থাকে। সো হ্যাঁ বলো।
in case of box plot, so what will be the comment? Kind is equal to box.
ইয়েস, কাইন্ড ইকুয়ালস টু বক্স। বক্স প্লটের কোড এখানে দেওয়াও আছে, কাইন্ড ইকুয়ালস টু বক্সেও হয়, এটা আরেকটা এখানে করা আছে, তুমি দেখতে পাবে। এইটা এক্স্যাক্টলি কন্টিনিউয়াস ভার্সেস ক্যাটাগরিক্যাল, আরেকটা বক্সের কোড কমান্ড আছে, ওটা দেখিয়ে দিতে এখানে নেই প্রবাবলি। তুমি কাইন্ড ইকুয়ালস টু বক্স দিলে বক্স প্লট হয়ে যাবে, অসুবিধা হবে না, ঠিক আছে? ওকে, so that's it for my part.